owner and director of Joyce School of Irish Dance. And yeah, thank you so much, Shannon, for letting me come to the studio and talk with you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. You're our first real guest here. So
oh, really? It's an honor.
Yes.
So thank you so much. So what was your inspiration to start Joyce School of Irish Dance? I know you did a dance since you were 5 at Irish Dance.
Yeah. So I've been a dancer since I was 5. I'll be 32 in November. So a long time. But my dance teacher during COVID decided to retire. And when she wanted to, she reached out to myself and my brother and was like, would you guys possibly take the Gillies, is our dance shoe, take it over? And I said, well, let's give it a whirl. So in May of 2021, we figured out our name. And then in October of 2021, we opened our doors up in Dunmore, running out of a daycare. And on Saturday mornings, and we started with 4 kids, and now we're up to 30. So it's yeah, and not even 2 years yet. So that's pretty exciting.
When did you guys move to this Pittston location?
June 1st.
This month.
Yes.
So it's pretty new then.
Yes.
So how did you, first of all, I know you said you guys came up with the name. How did you guys figure out the name? Was it based off of your dance teacher, or what was the name from?
That's my maiden name, Joyce, and my grandparents, my great-grandparents on my dad's side were step dancers. So we thought it would be pretty cool to have my dad's side represented, and it was only fitting to be Joyce. We joke, we always said maybe if we put Cerulli down, Cerulli School of Irish Dance, would be kind of funny, because they'll say it's an Italian last name teaching Irish dance, but I think people would get a little tongue-tied, so I thought that was probably best to do Joyce.
Yeah, that's a good choice. It's your family and everything, your maiden name. And do you have any Irish kind of blood in you since you do Irish step dancing?
Yes. So we, to our understanding, our history is 100% Irish on both my parents' sides. So
oh my God, I know I'm definitely Irish for sure. My mom really calls herself the Irish queen.
Oh, love it. That's a woman you need to follow in life, because when someone says that they're an Irish queen, we're golden.
Definitely. I literally had a couple years ago. I literally had an Irish shirt that says Irish and legally a leprechaun or whatever. It was the name, which I really have. I don't have it now to this day, but when I was young, growing up, I used to wear it all the time.
Oh yeah.
And my mom, and we were always I'm not that much Irish, but I'm there's enough for me to say that I'm Irish.
Oh,
so it's definitely something.
If there's even 1%, you're still considered Irish.
Yeah, definitely. Even though it's not 90%. So basically, your full identity is Irish.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's insane. For me, it's European, Eastern European.
Yeah.
And everything my last name is based off French. My last name is French.
Yeah.
So when people hear Montigney, it's hard off name because people all the time say Montgomery, which I literally laugh all the time about. It's close enough.
Yeah.
But so when they hear the last name, they're like, is that French? Yes. Which I do have my brother, so actually, it's definitely good. I wish I had more Irish. It's why did you choose the dance company to be non-competitive instead of most dancers and companies as competitive?
Yeah. So it was so my dance teacher was a competitive Irish step dancer, Maureen Murphy King, and when she started our dance group when I was little, they did it through the Irish Cultural Society, and at that time the parents wanted their kids to learn about Irish heritage, Irish dance, in a fun way.
Yeah.
And so she took that and she ran with it and did non-competitive Irish step dancing, and I am so grateful for that, because honestly, watching shows where there's competitive dancers, I don't know if I would have survived as a dancer. I don't think I would have loved it as much and still be as passionate about it 27 years later. I don't know if I would be. So it was very important to me to keep that legacy of non-competitive dancing. Plus too, today's world, kids are competing all the time against each other. And parents too. So it's not just a kid who's trying to compete against somebody else to get the award. It's the parents who are trying to compete against each other, and I think that's what makes us kind of unique in that sense, because everybody's welcomed here. We all want to see each other succeed in the end.
With competing every single weekend, it's exhausting from what I see. I remember bringing this up the last interview I did with General Lombardo for Chance to Dance. I was like it literally every time I hear competing, I really hear dance moms.
Yes.
Like, so if you watch an episode of Dance Moms, or like been following it for years, or whatever, how many times you watch Dance Moms, it's literally competitive. In every aspect. Because they're literally going traveling to maybe Pennsylvania, New York, like all operating basically on the East Coast. I think they're based on here in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
And like watching that, I'm like, I don't think I would last. I'll probably quit in a week.
Yeah.
Like,
I would have 100% quit in a week. I was not that kid.
I was not that kid either. I would dance with a team, but I'm like, I would don't see myself actually competitive, like actually doing competitively dancing. I mean, I love dancing in front of people, of course, because that's why I do like with my life, with working with the rare writers. I really do dancing to like the Macarena, those type of songs on the dugout. So it's pretty normal for me to dance on the dugout, or like dance in front of people, which I was scared of doing at first. But it's like doing it competitively against other dancers and being upset, like if you don't win, I'm like, that's not for me.
No.
Even if it's like dancing in front of people or doing something for a charity or something, I'm like, okay, that's actually something for people to see and raise money. But if it's like a competition, like doing friend dance, I'm like,
no. I'm the same way. And like, I will say our parents, because of how I run the school and how I teach the kids, they're not dance moms. Like they're not dance moms or dads in that sense by any means. They actually, it's so cool to watch their friendships grow too. And as well as their kids. So it's really nice. It's like we're trying to build a family here. And like that is, I don't think a lot of people can say that about like their activities that they do nowadays. Like because of the competitiveness, they can't really say, oh, I have a best friend at dance or I have a best friend at basketball. Because no matter what sport or activity is, you're trying to one up somebody else. And here I don't let that fly.
It's all about like friendship and trying to make connections with each other. That's how I really approach it when I'm doing like interviews or really kind of at work or life in general with my work, whether I'm out at my brother's baseball game or whatever it is. Like I know like with the parents, I really just try and sit down and talk to parents the whole time, whether I'm not with my friends. So I'm like, even if it's like, just like, oh, you talk to one day, then never see them again. Like, whatever it is, it's like, at least you're making a human connection.
Exactly. And like, I think a lot of it too is a lot, like for myself, is a part of like the Irish culture, is to get to know your neighbor. Like, if you're over in Ireland, you might walk into a pub or a store and somebody in there, no matter how big or small it is, will know you, you know? And that's like, I always joke, like it's like Cheers when you walk in the door when all the dancers are here and they're waiting for their friend to come, or we're waiting for somebody to come through the door, and like they walk in and everyone yells their name and everyone's excited. And like, that is what I think is just so important in today's world. You know?
Definitely, especially coming from a small town like Pittston and like the small towns around us, everyone knows each other in this area. And it reminds me of, I don't know if you watch the show, but Virgin River.
Oh, I've heard of it. I didn't get to watch it yet, but it is on my watch list.
It's actually one of my favorite shows. I definitely recommend watching it. It's amazing. And like, it's basically based out of Northern California. It's a small town, and basically everyone knows each other, no matter like how far you live, or with the Clear Liver, which is one of the towns in the show. You will learn more about it once you watch the show. But like when you whether you're like the next town over or in that town, everyone knows each other by gossip or whenever it's like you meet them in person. So that kind of reminds me of kind of living here in Pittston or surrounding areas. Like for me, I live outside of down the road, and I live in such a small town that I'm like, if I walk around where I'm at work or something, I'm like, oh, that's so-and-so, that's my best friend. Or like, I'll point out someone that I've never met before, but I know who he is. So it's like, it really happens all the time. Especially living around here in Pittston.
Oh yeah, I'm from Avoca, so literally up the street, and everybody knows each other.
I literally live 2 minutes down the road, literally.
Oh, perfect.
So it's literally 2 minutes down the road. So it's like, especially living in surrounding areas, no matter how, I matter, like, you literally know everyone. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
It's like, so if you could dance with anyone, whether it's a professional dancer, an actor, or whoever it may be, who would it be? I know this is a very hard question.
That's a great question though. So, it's gonna sound cheesy, but I would love to learn with like Michael Flatley. Like I want to know how he does some of his moves, because like he like defies gravity when he does it, and I think that'd be really cool to do it with, like, to dance with him.
Yeah.
I've gotten to see the dancers. I gotten to meet the Irish lip dancing brothers from YouTube, like, and Instagram, the Garner brothers, and they're really cool. I just want to hang out with them. But I think if I was wanting to learn, definitely Michael Flatley.
Really?
Yeah. I think I'd be intimidated though.
You're like, oh. Okay.
It was good to see you.
And you're like, okay, at least I got to see you and talk to you. Then I'm like, I'm fine. Yeah. It's really gonna be neat. I'm like, if I see him and say like, hi, how are you? I'm like, God, I'm like, it's complete. Yeah. That's all I need. So like for me, it's Hugh Jackman.
Oh, love him.
Hugh Jackman. I literally met him a million times. I'm literally the biggest Hugh Jackman fan you ever meet in your life. I'm literally serious. Like my whole family literally calls me the Hugh Jackman girlfriend. Literally. Like every time people see me, they're like, oh, what's next time you say Hugh Jackman? I'm like, I don't know. It's always unexpected. And then who knows? The next time, when someone asks me, I might see him the next day. Like, it's like whenever I'm thinking, I literally saw his Broadway show and the Music Man 7 times.
Oh wow! My old boss, her sister was the costume designer for the show. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
She would tell me like all the cool stuff, and she said he was like one of the nicest actors ever.
Yes, so. He's like the nicest person like the nicest celebrity I ever met in my life.
That's
like the one time, like he literally recognized me off the bat. We'd be like, oh, it's so nice to see you. He literally recognized me in everything. And I literally would have dragged my dad basically every couple of weeks. Well, 2 weeks. Every like a week or two, I would be like, hey Dad, you want to go to New York City to see the Hugh Jackman? Because like I would be like, okay, this is like what I want to do in my life, to see and talk with Hugh Jackman. And every time I would see him, I literally post the picture and you'd be like, oh my God, Kylie. But like I literally watched, like before I met him, I literally watched every single movie, dances, and everything. I literally memorized everything.
Oh yeah.
And that's, people probably here listening to this video right now, they're like, okay, Kylie. Like you're obsessed Hugh Jackman fan, I get it. It's true. It's definitely true. But like, what makes your like dance company unique for families in the area?
So one, it's because we are non-competitive. Our kids are, when I'm teaching with them, I always try to keep it upbeat, positive, positive reinforcement. But like also if there's a mistake or something or a critique I have to make, you know, there's one way you can talk to somebody and be like, you did it wrong, and just end it at that. Or you talk with them and say, you know, I noticed that you're doing this. How about we try it this way? And then that way it's giving them that power to fix the mistake or work on the stuff that they need to work on.
Yeah.
And I think what makes it then pairs with the uniqueness for us is our parents feel welcome to bring their kids in. The kids feel welcome to come in. And I can honestly say, I think, yeah, every kid who's come through our door has stayed and they have loved it. And on top of it too, it's the before you meet somebody, you know, answering that message, letting them know, like, if somebody messages us on Facebook, they're talking to me. they're getting me. So, and then talking to them on the phone or just meeting people out in the public. Like, our families are so excited to come to dance. And they talk about us outside too, which is great. And it's so funny because we'll be out at an event and they'll say, oh, so-and-so's parent was telling me about you guys. I didn't realize this was the same group. I'm like, yep, that's us. And, you know, it's just a small world and people are excited. And I think when you are welcoming and kind and positive to people around you, they see it, they want more of it, and they want to spread it out too. So I think that's what really makes us different.
Yeah, that's definitely right. Because like with being a dancer, you want to go to a dance studio that's very welcoming and has people that make you kind of keep going during a dance.
Yes.
Like for me, that's exactly how I feel towards the dance. It's not like when I do dance, I want people to actually lift me up when I'm doing dance, whether it's like a teacher or people I dance with.
Yes.
Is that like when people lift me up, I'm like, okay, I want to be here 24 hours a day each day.
Yeah.
So it's like that's really like the comfort of it. It's like when you dance, everyone feels like kind of like a family to you.
Yeah, you gave me goosebumps with that because we were actually just talking about this weekend with our dancers because our younger dancers are learning a very complicated dance for their age, but I never give them a dance or a step that they can't do. So like I work with them, I know them individually, I just don't know like just their name, you know, like I know them. And I'm like, you know what, we're gonna give them a harder dance today, and we've been working on it. And it's just, when somebody like saw that somebody did something right, they're like, great job, keep going, that's exactly what we need to do. Okay, I need to do the same thing you just did, got it, okay. And like, they were fixing their dance all together. Like, I didn't even have to really teach. They were doing it on their own, and it was great to see that.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like even something you teach, you're like, okay, you actually need to do this instead of that.
Yes.
Like, it feels like you're just a parent just sitting down and watching.
Watching the magic happen. That's what I call it. When they all just start flowing together, it's the magic. That's what it really is.
Really?
Yeah.
You're exactly right. And, like, why do you think like uniqueness is like good for dancers in like a dance company?
Our uniqueness, why is it good? I think it's because, well, like we were saying earlier, like there's so much competition in the world, right? So like we have girls who are competitive swimmers, amazing competitive swimmers, award-winning. We have girls who are Girl Scouts that are high ranking, working on their badges. We have girls who are doing everything in their school, every sport, all that. We have a boy who is improving every single time, and he's learning hard shoe at a very young age to learn hard shoe. And he is also ice skates. He does tap, like he just doesn't sit at home. He does so many things. And then they also make the time to come here and get together and learn a step or a dance as a group and watch each other progress. And I think it's because there's so, like I was saying, like there's so much competition, right? And kids need a place where it's safe for them to be themselves, a place that they can have fun, not stressed about the world outside. You know, maybe there's a big test coming up, or maybe there's a science project that they have to work on, or the big game, or the big meet, or because some of our girls are also cheerleaders. So like, there's all this other stuff that's going on in the world, and if we could be that one place that they could come and at least have fun, whether they're learning or not, you know, because sometimes it's about just having fun in that moment. That is a relief for them, you know. And I've had dancers too who have had family members recently pass, and it's hard. And they've said, you know, Shannon, like dance is the thing that keeps me going. That's my thing. This is something that I look forward to, and I want to be here. And I think that's important that kids have that for themselves. And I haven't done any other type of dance, so I honestly can't speak to others, but just knowing how our kids are, I think it's something that they look forward to. So
definitely, like for me, like it's like whenever I'm dancing, whenever I'm having a bad day, like the last couple of weeks I've been circled with different things going on, whether it's like interviews, working, or family matters are going on, or managing, doing this project, like doing things every single day, like especially during the summer, like with doing everything kind of with having so much free time, like it can be very stressful.
Yeah.
And for me, like I just like put earpods in and really listen to music and dance, or go on TikTok. It's very popular with especially teenagers and everybody. You know, it became very popular in the pandemic.
Yeah.
And it's like whenever I'm like having a stressful day or something, whether it's like school or whatever it is, I really put my earpods in, maybe I'll really dance it out, like pretend Grey's Anatomy.
Yes, dance it out. Love it.
I'm a Grey's Anatomy fan, so I of course like quote. But it's like whenever, of course, when I'm stressed, everything I do, I'm dancing always. So whether I'm like listening to music or go on a walk, sometimes I'll usually take an hour walk a day during a game. Yeah. Or like Pittston, or because I live by the middle school, so I will take a trail down into the middle school. Yeah. So sometimes I'm like, like when I'm stressed, I take an hour walk and come back and finish workout when I'm okay, and take a breather so I won't mess up and scream.
Exactly.
When I'm so stressed, I literally just like I'm just ready to punch something out of the wall. Yep. So that's like very important to actually have kind of like a safe space, and like when you're kind of upset and stuff, just kind of have that safe space, whether it's like dancing here or walking or seeing your family. Yeah. And that's like very important to actually have that safe space for you when you're having a rough time.
Yeah, and I try to make that for the kids, and I think they know. I mean, they'll tell me all different stuff, but I think they know that I'm also just a safe place in general, and I think that's something important. That because my dance teacher was fundamental. She's like my aunt, so for her to even say, I'm gonna pass the gillies on to you, like that's huge. That means that somebody believes in you. So, and it's not just your mom or dad, you know, it's somebody outside of your family that cares about you too. So
it's right. It's like when you like become family and see each other every single day, like it's become like a huge part of your life. They might not become family in blood, but they're really family to you. Yeah. Even though like they're not family technically through blood. Like I have millions of people that consider family even though they're not blood. Yeah. I mean that's because like you just trust them so much and you see them so much and you're like, okay, well this is like my second mom or my aunt or grandma. Like this really kind of extends your family and people you trust. Exactly. And I think everybody needs that nowadays, whether you're the dancer or the parents or just the relatives of the whole everybody. We have grandmas and grandpas who show up at everything, cousins, aunts, uncles. So like it's pretty cool to watch it all just grow even more. And like what, in your opinion, like what is like the most challenging part about Irish dance? Oh, well, I think it's the mind over matter aspect. So when you see Irish dancing, it can look really fast feet, or it can look really like, it looks intimidating sometimes. And I tell everybody can Irish dance. Like, because if you look at old videos, like black and white videos, okay, of people from Ireland dancing, like some of them are grandparents who are teaching the next generation how to dance and teaching their grandkids that. And so everybody like will start off like they'll message or I'll get a call, and if they want to try it and they're like, I don't have any dancer experience. Okay, I'm not coordinated enough. You got it. Like it's the mind over matter. Like just try it. If you try it, we'll make it fun. You don't have to worry about it because we're not going to put too much pressure on anybody. But. Yeah, because like if you don't try, you don't know if you like it or not. Exactly, and that's like. We always say for our kids when if a kid wants to try, it's always the first class is free. Because my true belief is if a kid wants to keep doing something, they're gonna want to come back. But if they don't want to do it, it's up to them. It's their choice. I mean, it's their time, their energy. And I think giving them that sense of self and awareness and the ability to make a decision like that, I think that's important too for kids today because they don't really get that. Yeah, because like when I was growing up, I would like quit everything like on the first day. Yeah. But now I'm like, okay, well at least I'm like, just like for me, I'm like, I want to do this, but I'm afraid I won't like it. But I'm like, now I'm thinking to myself like, what are you thinking? Just like, try it, right? Yeah, try it. Yeah. Doesn't hurt. Yeah, it's not gonna hurt if you try it. No. Worst case scenario, you can quit. Like, that's the worst thing that can happen. Yeah, that's it. And like, what is like our next generation of Irish dancers? Like, how can like they see in Irish step dancing? Or where can they find like Irish step dancing and things like that? Yeah. So one of my favorite resources, especially for kids, is on Netflix. Riverdance, the movie. It is phenomenal. I spoke to the one director, David, and that movie was really worked with the dancers from Riverdance, and they made them into the animated deer that are in the movie. And I think that's something really cool. It puts it in a fun way for kids to think about dance. Obviously Riverdance just in general is a good way, but the Garner brothers on Instagram and TikTok, they are making waves with Irish step dancing because they're showing one that boys do it because everybody knows Michael Flatley, but everyone also just knows of the girls with the big wigs and the very bright intimidating dresses. We don't do that. We have costumes, but we don't have like the wigs and things like that. And so I think like if you search it, when searching for Irish step dancing, look for things that are I want to use the word genuine, but like like when you're watching something and you're like, wow, this person's like really intimidating, or they seem a bit too, I don't want to say professional, but like a bit too like stiff in explaining their passion. Because if you have a passion for something, you make it fun. So that's where I think future generations can find a lot of stuff. And just, taking kids out to the festivals, like any type of festival, like whether it be an Italian festival or a German festival, any type.
it doesn't have to be Irish step dancing. There's dance culture all over the world. And so there's all different types to learn from too. So just giving them that experience to check it out, see what it's about, I think that's what will keep it going for the future. Yeah,
and like I remember when I was a little kid, my mom literally dragged me out to see river dance actually. And I remember, like, I forget where we saw it. I was pretty young. I think it was maybe Hershey or something. I forget. And my mom like took me out when my brother was playing a baseball game, and I remember being like, what is going on?
And river dance can be like intimidating to watch too, because in the beginning of the show, it's like very old and like it's like, oh, it can be kind of boring to kids, right? And the second half of the show, it's lively and fun, and it's about the history and the culture and all that fun stuff. So like, definitely suggest the second half of Riverdance. If a kid's gonna watch it, watch the second half.
Yeah, it is. And once the great show went on, it got so much better. But I wish I got to see it now. It's like I love dance so much. I wish I got to come and see it when I got older.
When they come back, if they come back in the area, I'll definitely contact you.
Yes.
All right.
And then like, how can we kind of be more like rounded member society, especially living in this area and life in general in our generation? Like, how can, in your ways, be more rounded members of society?
So to be better, well-rounded members, I think one is having patience with each other. You know, we're all learning, we're all growing, and especially I think with COVID and what had happened with that, we all realize like different stuff we might have passion for, you know, and to be accepting of each other and understanding that maybe so-and-so's not into the same thing I am, but who cares? Like, they could love their passion, I could love mine, and we can still coexist, and I can build them up and they can build me up too, you know, like just being a positive person in a community. And, you know, there's not always positive stuff going on in the world, right? Like there's a lot of bad stuff that goes on. But, you know, finding those heroes, finding those moments of positivity, I think is so essential nowadays. And I think that's what's going to help our kids, because I have a going to be 3-year-old in 2 weeks, know that the world is a good place. They can find the good in the world. And I think that's what we need to just keep doing.
Definitely. Like with like the media, like you see all these like negative stuff going on, especially from my age, there's so much negative going on. But then like you realize that like we live in a world where it's both positive and negative at the same time. Where it's like when you work in the community, like we can actually meet people that would really bring you up instead of going down. Like I have some people that I know that would really be so positive. Okay, you need to do this. Like they really push you to be the best person you can be. And so like when you have that encouragement, actually have those good people instead of bad, it's like you think like there's actually more good people in the world, not just around here in Northeast PA and Pittston itself. Because Pittston is a great like place to live, especially with people. And it's like with everything going on in today's world, like everything's like there's like a lot of negative going on, and like for some people think like is there ever gonna be positive? But it's like you just haven't had that positive moment or people yet. You haven't like actually witnessed it.
Yes, and I say it too a lot of the time is like surround yourself with your people, you know? So maybe somebody does give you a critique on something, right? And you're gonna be like, they gave me a critique. But they're not giving it to you out of spite or being mean or something like that. If that's somebody who truly cares about you, they're saying something so that they can build you to the next level, to make you to be the better you. And I definitely believe it's like ripple effect. Like you put positivity out there, it's gonna come back to you. And like you're just smiling to somebody on the street might make that person's whole day, you know? Or just saying like, hey, how are you? I hope you have a great day. To the barista. Like, you know, maybe somebody was really mean to her before and she needed somebody just to say, have a great day. I really appreciate you. And I think that's something that we need to do more of in this world. Sometimes it's just a little too negative for all of us. And I think let's just change that thinking.
Like whenever you see someone, like whether it's like on a walk or whatever, like going around the city, like we're at a grocery store, like whether it's like you smiling at them or saying like, hey, how are you? Are you doing okay? Like it's just like those small things matter. Like, I remember yesterday at work, I literally saw one of my favorite baseball players play yesterday at work, and I remember being the happiest person alive just to see them at the game. And like this was a small moments you do or witness that made you so happy, like yesterday, you know? What was like seeing your favorite baseball player, or seeing someone you know but haven't seen them in years, or whatever. It's just like these small moments that make you the happiest person on earth.
Yeah, that's it. That's so true.
Like, do you think it's important to know someone's heritage or culture?
Oh, I definitely think so, because if you don't know your own, think about it that way. First, let's put it on yourself, you know? If you don't know your own culture, your own heritage, like, how can you be a positive member? You want to still show positivity, right? So, like, Irish culture, you could see it one of two ways. You could see it as somebody who drinks and goes to the pub a lot. That's one way. That's one way it's shown in the world, right? Or, how I view it, I see family members and friends and neighbors who get together, whether it be a pub or at a house or whatever it is, sharing stories, sharing recipes, sharing moments with each other, right? And growing that next generation up. But then to understand other people's heritage and culture, you know, that makes you a well-rounded individual as well, because you're understanding where they're coming from. You're understanding maybe the way they're thinking or their perspective on life, and having that openness to that and seeing it maybe through their eyes, and you kind of need to sometimes, to be a better friend, family member, coworker. That's so important, because if you are able to witness that, you can be a better person for them, you know, better support, whether it's if they need that, or a better just friend in general. Sometimes people don't want to be told one way or spoken to a certain way, and it's like, well, why is that? Oh, you know, that's because when growing up, if they were taught that way, it meant they were in trouble. Oh, okay, so I'm not going to talk to them in that way. I'm going to reword my wording, and I'm going to talk to them in this way. Still get the message across, but be received positively.
Yeah.
I think that's how, I think the world really needs that.
Yeah, definitely. Like, even when asking questions, like I went out to even my aunt a couple weeks ago. She works for WNEP, like an organization, and she been doing that for years, and her husband actually works there as well. And basically, they're both anchors. Yeah. And I remember, like, they're John Maya and Rennie Maya.
Yes, love them. They're so sweet. I worked with them with Big Brothers Big Sisters many years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for one of the bowl.
No way.
They're so sweet. Their kids are like adorable.
They're so amazing.
Yes.
Like I went on with Rennie a couple weeks ago, and I remember just like asking her a million questions. That how we annoyed her. But it's like I was literally asking like, oh, how did you and John meet? Oh, like how do you prepare stories? Like I was asking her a million journalism questions. And so I was like, how many times do I get to spend time with her besides the family time?
Exactly.
So it's like I might as well just ask journalism questions now and have a chance, rather than just wait in the future, and who knows what's going to happen in the future, and you might not get those answers.
Exactly.
So whenever I have a question, I always or her or her husband John.
Yeah.
So like it's always good to always like learn more kind of how they started out, or like learn more about their background, and maybe you can do the exact same thing they did in terms of journalism or whatever they do.
Yeah, that's 100% it. And like that way you're growing as a person. And you know what? When you're talking to somebody about something they're passionate about, you help them grow too. You know, and it gets them excited again about what they're doing. That's what I always view it as too. So yeah.
And like the last thing I have for you is like, where can people find more info and sign up for Joyce School of Irish Dance?
So our major one is Facebook. Everybody seems to find us very easily on Facebook because it's literally our name, Joyce School of Irish Dance. And then we also have an Instagram. I think it's Joyce Irish Dance School, something like that. It's like shortened. But if you look up Joyce Irish Dance, you'll find us on Instagram. And then email is joyceschoolishirishdance@gmail.com. But that one's a mouthful, so we have to figure out a way to make that shorter.
Hey, there's always a way.
There's always a way. I just haven't figured that one out. That's a to-do list down the road. So
not a big thing, but at least have an email set up.
Yes, exactly. We could get everybody registered and have all the fun and let them see all the fun stuff that we got going on. So.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kylie. I'm so excited I got to talk to you. Like you're doing amazing things for this area. So give yourself a pat on the back for that.
Thank you. You too.
Oh,
thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.